So I like them being like clever, but I don't like them being like total dick questions.
No, true. Alright, fair enough.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to find a good question. John and Jax, would either of you ever do a video game love in a minute video if given the chance?
I think that's supposed to be video game lore in a minute. And
lore in a
yeah,
minute.
probably.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, can't hit him like that, of course.
Person who keeps linking, yes, I've already clicked the link. Thank you. I'll look at it after the stream.
Well, let's see. What's your guilty pleasure game?
All of them. Actual response. Are we talking guilty pleasure in the sense of it being a bad game, or what?
I don't know. They just said, "What's your guilty pleasure game?" I'm like, okay, what do you mean that?
Oh shit, that was a bad idea. God Hand, but God Hand's a good game. At least in my opinion, it is.
I honestly got
shit. Oh no! Oh no! I'm playing bad suddenly. Fuck! Really? Oh! I guess grabbing Dixie again.
Wait a minute. Does that barrel change?
Yeah.
Before. Really? That's interesting.
Oh,
Alright.
what the hell? Why didn't I roll? Uh oh, here we go. Now I'm playing.
Cranky's
I'm playing
Age
even
is
worse
when
this time
Donkey
suddenly.
Kong- Somebody made out a good point. Cranky's Age is when Donkey Kong Arcade came out, so take that. Okay. Well, yeah.
So he's in his 30s. Got it.
John and Jax, are you looking forward to the Hyrule Warrior? It's a Zelda Dynasty Warrior, if you know what it is. I'm looking forward to it.
John, are you looking forward to Hyrule Warrior?
Yeah, actually, it looked cool. I like Dynasty Warriors games, but I usually play like the spin-offs like Gundam and that, so it probably would mean it's up my alley. Someone points out that in their 30s is pretty old for an ape. That's a valid point.
John and Jax, what are some other What are some other YouTubers you watch? Well, back in my days, I remember seeing the very first video on YouTube. It was my favorite video, and I keep watching it. Still hasn't uploaded a video yet, but I'm hoping.
Do you actually know what the first video on YouTube is, right?
First day at the zoo.
There you go. Good. Nice. Good call.
I'm old. Do you expect me to not forget anything like this?
I actually
By the way,
expect you to
what-
forget things about that because you're old. That kind of goes hand in hand.
I may be old, but I ain't gonna be that forgetful. John and Jax, if the Star Fox series was continued from people talking too fast, but the Star Fox Assault left out, including a co-op story mode, and included a level editor for multiplayer battles, would you play it?
Whoa, sorry. That sounds like you basically made a game that's not Star Fox. Say that again. Try to list out that whole thing again.
If the Star Fox series was continued where Star Fox Assault left off, includes a co-op story mode, a level editor for multiplayer battles, would you play it?
Yeah, I like Star Fox as it was, and I didn't mind Assault of what I played, but I mean, I didn't like the on-foot sections that much, which were a little too heavy-handed. Oh my god, really, John? What are you doing right now? There we go, God.
And it does the same thing where you do as many beat-ups on the boss.
Told you, man.
Yay!
Oh, me at the zoo, not first day at the zoo.
Oh, me at the zoo. Well, it was a zoo. Well, I knew it was like something at this zoo. Because it was done by the guy who first
Dan, they knew. Hey, I just met you, and I have Alzheimer's. Hey, I just met you. I assume
Hey,
that's
that
that,
is very disrespectful.
I assume that's supposed to be a reference to Friday.
That's very disrespectful to you.
Or not Friday.
And
Call
to
me
the
maybe.
people.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, so you do bounce from world to world.
Yep. Trying to work your way back.
That's pretty interesting. Okay, I'll have to get this game as soon as I have the money for a Wii U. Yay!
Once you can afford it.
Yep.
Alright, let's do 5-question rundown and then we are done for the night.
John, what did the health inspector say about your apartment?
I don't know. The health inspector, what?
That's what they said. Sounds like yeah, what did the health inspector say about your apartment?
It wasn't a health inspector. It was a building inspector. So they were checking to see if all the rooms were still up to warranty. So I was not here for it. So I assume it went okay because there were no notes left here, nothing, and I've not gotten a single phone call or anything, so I assume everything's still okay.
Phone call. I'm sorry, wait, what? So if you miss anything, you'll get a phone call, or am I getting?
If there was any concerns, they would call me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see. What is it?
Ooh, Arctic. John, is your PO box still good? Because I'm going to be sending a pretty big shipment of hardware games in the beginning of April. Arctic, you sent a bunch already, dude. You don't have to do that again. But yeah, the PO box is still active. It's up for renewal right now, and I was debating moving it to somewhere a little bit closer to where I am. But I think I'm going to renew it where it is. So yeah, assume for now that the PO box is still active and the address will not be changing.
I'll let you take the last question since this is the last 5, so I'll let you pick them.
Sure. John, what was your favorite job or party set up in Bravely Default? I was, for the majority of the game, going through with Monk for Tiz with the ability of just miscellany. Thinking about this now. Sorry, I'm trying to remember all the names. Aniez was a Spirit Master and a White Mage. Ringabel was Templar and Black Mage, and so was Adia. But then I was shown that if I wanted to keep my sanity in check, I would use ninjas instead of the Templar Dark Knight combo, because they can do a stupid amount of damage. Also, singing, broken as hell. So yeah, once I learned that combo, I'm like, all right, cool. Just go through the rest of the game, no problem. Like, to show you how broken that combo is, if you there's a specific combo you can use that some of the guides online show. I beat the final boss without getting hit. It gave me a unscathed bonus for beating the final boss. That's how crazy, if you can do it correctly, that setup is. That was 2. Uh-oh. John, what do you think of these?
I've got a whole bunch of
very, very nice. I've got a bunch of images to look through by the looks of it.
Yeah, and I've also GIF. I also got a lot of GIF videos or GIFs, whatever way it's pronounced.
GIFs
to send to you. GIFs. There we go. GIFs.
That second one's a little frightening. The first one's funny. The second one's a little frightening. John, do you still need stream highlight files for YouTube? I have access to them here. I just need to cut them up and just do them proper. So I've thought about asking someone to find ones that they like and just add in, but I don't know. I should be doing it myself technically. Oh shit! There was one question I was trying to find, but it disappeared. John, you've learned some tricks over the past few houses. Do you have any tricks to remove mold in the walls or ceiling? I'm starting to get terribly ill due to not knowing how to treat it. I don't know, actually, because I've never really had to deal with that, per se. Sorry.
Wait, is he saying he's got mold and mildew?
Potentially, yeah. Mold in the walls and or ceiling.
If you are living in an apartment, dude, I would say get your building manager to check that out, because If that's the case, that means one of your pipes in there is busted, and that could start affecting. If you're living in an apartment, that could start going to other people, and that could get them infected. So that's only if you're living in an apartment. If you're living in a house, I call a specialist.
Yeah, I don't know if you're renting. If you're renting, you have to ask your landlord to figure stuff out. But if you're not, you're gonna do a lot of. You're probably gonna need a specialist to get rid of that usually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're starting to get sick from that, dude, you better get that taken care of fast, because it could lead to very, very bad things.
Yeah, Villain brings up a good point in the chat. If you are renting, it's against health code. Call your landlord and call the city. Yeah, that's got to get dealt with immediately. John and Gex, have you played Sin and Punishment Star Successor, and what did you think of it? Sadly, I have not played it yet, which sucks because it's treasure, which means I should have been playing it immediately and loving it. So
I don't know about the Sin and Punishment.
It's on the Wii, or at least the Star Successor is.
Isn't it like kind of look? It has the Sin City-esque type look, or am I thinking something else?
Sorry, say that again.
Is it the Sin City-esque type look?
No, not at all.
Nope. Okay.
It's like a crazy action shooter / bullet hell shooter from Treasure, the guys who did like Ikaruga and stuff like that. But it's not like a spaceship shooter. It's more of a Panzer Dragoon-esque action adventure type game. It's hard to describe, and like I said, I haven't played it, so I can't actively give you the best description.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I just never heard of this series, so I was like, oh, okay.
And what's one last question? Can you stream Throne controllers? Also, will there be one at PAX Prime? We can't stream the one there at PAX East. It will be recorded and put online, probably on Polaris' channel again, like they did with Game Station last year. Will there be one at PAX Prime? That depends entirely on PAX Prime, because we applied last year and were denied. So it depends entirely on PAX Prime. We've had such a cold reception from like whoever organizes PAX Prime, which is weird because I thought it was the same people. We don't usually get it at both cons, so we've applied to have it, or we will be applying to have it at Prime, but don't be entirely surprised if we're denied because we had it at East. At least I assume that's the reason we usually get denied.
Wait a minute. Somebody asked me this. Jax, in the event of an emergency water landing, can you seek cushion be usable as a
flotation device?
Well, if it says on the back of the brochure, sure. I thought it was the person who was asking about the mold and mildew thing. I was like, but apparently I'm wrong. Never mind.
John, what were your overall thoughts on Bravely Default, and how long would it take you non-100%? There's gonna be a spoiler podcast on Top Down Perspective in a week or so. Just like it'll be me and Sean talking about the game, but we will be also spoiling the plot of the game. So I mean, I can understand if you don't want to tune in. But generally, I liked the game. I just made it too difficult for myself, just to the point of obnoxiousness, and really only stuck with it out of stubbornness and to mark it with a C on my backloggery. If you are not going for completionist and you're not playing on hard, you can probably knock out the game in, I've heard the average is 40 hours. You might have to grind a bit if you're not doing the side quests that much. Or you have to do side quests to get certain jobs, so I recommend doing at least the ones that'll get you jobs, but like, I think chapter 6 or 7 onwards, you can completely ignore the side quests if you don't care about anything else, except for maybe good gear if you steal. Yeah, I'm gonna ballpark say 40 hours, maybe 50. 60 might be a safe point, but I think that's roughly where reviewers were saying they were at. So take that as you will. Just know that there's also a bit of a difficulty spike, like not even halfway through or close to halfway through, that it might mess you up if you're on a higher difficulty and or if you haven't been leveling properly. John, I looked into the song you said you played during Straw Poll Scene and XSplit, but none of the tracks on the soundtrack are named from more sources. Do you know what number track it was? Yeah, give me 1 sec. Is it this one or is that the other one? No, that's Throne Controllers. Should be in here. Look at that, it's not. Well, I guess there's one easy way to do it. Hang on. Nope, I didn't get... I changed the name of it. I'm sorry, man. I don't remember what number it was. I'm sorry.
I saw one question that said, what video game franchise deserves a sequel?
All of them. I honestly don't have a proper answer to that. There's just too many games at this point that I like that usually end up getting a sequel anyways at this point. God Hand. That's usually my fallback answer is God Hand.
I'm in the same boat. I don't know what. There's too many games. I mean, yeah. Billy Hatcher 2. Why not? Billy Hatcher.
Fair enough. Alright, I said 5 Rushdown. We've gone past 5. I'll do a couple more here. John, how much of Dokemon Kingdom is getting posted before other content is uploaded? I asked because I'm fairly sure you guys said you'd upload a few weeks at a time. I don't remember the amount of episodes that are left, but if memory serves me, I think the next non-Dokapon episode is Saturday. I think that's right. I can... You know what? I'll just go verify that now for you guys, since I can just log into TRG. Because I know there's probably some people who are not enjoying Dokapon, and there's some that are, so...
You know, I actually remembered I actually played that game with some friends, and I thought it's really an enjoyable game, but oh dear God. That could be a long game.
Yeah,
especially
that's what I'm wondering about us playing through the whole thing. Because we're doing story mode right now.
Yeah, because I was about to say, because I know that game. Oh my God, I think that's a... I may be over-exaggerating, but if I think like a 10-hour game, if you were trying to sit straight through it, and that's just straight through it, but like I said, I'm probably over-exaggerating or under-exaggerating.
Yeah, next non-Dokapon thing is on Saturday, and it is not the next major project yet. You've got... Next major project starts... God, why did we pick then? Emil, what are you thinking? Or maybe you're thinking specifically because of that. I don't know. Next major project launches while we're at PAX East.
Yeek.
Yeah, roughly. I think that's the right time frame. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I don't know who the heck's gonna tweet that video out. Ain't gonna be me, unless I'm sleeping, because I usually sleep in when I'm at PAX. But yeah, there you go. Saturday is going to be the return of Wheel of Fortune with some of the episodes I'm actually a little bit more excited about being posted.
Caliberry Cuff Paladin.
Oh, Caliberry Cuff's going to pop up again. Like, they'll be mentioned, but I mean, there's new stuff. And in the 4th board that we play, I think is when there's something that I just like really loved just poking fun at Emil at, and a couple other people we know have been still giving him shit about it, which makes me kind of happy. Isn't the intermission song Summer Samba? Yes, but it's a remix of it done for Destroy All Humans. John, what are the chances that us newbies will see you in a heist on Payday 2? In a random pubby match, probably not. Usually when I play Payday 2, I play with like friends or like people from like Stream Group or like Stream Team, stuff like that. So it kind of depends. So. And let's do 2 more. So what was your actual favorite job in Bravely Default? I'm curious, and I really love Valkyrie and Dark Knight. Spirit Master. Dear God, Spirit Master. Once you get that thing maxed out, so good. Because, I don't know if it has moves that can literally stop anyone from taking damage, including your, like, the bad guys can't do damage to you. You can't do damage to the bad guys for like 2 turns. But then that lets you build up your Brave points to actually get attacking. And the AI does not realize that it can't do damage, so it doesn't default. It just starts attacking and wasting its points. So it's an interesting strategic way to get around it. Stillness is overpowered. Dear God, is it ever? Yeah, stillness is easily overpowered. And in likely event you're still answering questions, was there an end of stream option? No, there was not. The remaining options. Oh God, what were the remaining numbers we had? Hang on, I gotta double check on one of the old straw polls to see what we had left. We had option 1 was what we just did. We had options 7, 3, 2, and 6. Option 2 was subscribers game choice. Option 3 was Mega Man 8-bit deathmatch. Option 6 was Earth Defense Force 2025, and option 7 was Super Castlevania 4. So next time we do streams, the order will be switched up. I'll probably switch up the games in the new short and long slots. And by that time, Baz might be re-added to the list. And maybe Payday will be fixed. Or like I'll figure out how to stream it proper again, and then we can actually add that back in. So we'll see. And I think that's going to be it for tonight. Next stream, is it going to be this week? I don't know. Possibly. If it is, it's going to be later in the week. Probably like Friday. Friday or Saturday if there's going to be another stream. Although I feel like there's something that's bothering me that I'm supposed to be doing Saturday, so that might not be the case. I don't know. I said there's probably going to be only one stream a week while building up towards PAX East. So if there is not a stream at all the rest of this week, the next stream will be Sunday. So it'll be Sunday or before, probably around that weekend. That's the best I can say for now. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Gex, thanks for jumping on comm.
Thank you very much for having me.
Because it was always fun seeing all the goodies.
Skitch, I know you're already gone to sleep, but thanks for being on comm as well in case someone hear this again for some weird reason. Don't know why, but thank you either way. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Thanks for supporting stupid ideas like Choose Your Own Adventure, and we'll see you guys next stream.
Bye, everybody.
Disappointed.